How did it feel to work with a real live author?
Oh, God, it's such a relief, and especially with this playwright, because he is so generous with his comments and observations. Not all playwrights are. I do remember a living British playwright once saying to me when I asked him a question about a line in the play, he said, "I don't write plays to make life easy for actors."
It's a love letter to the theater, and it's a both on-stage and behind-the-scenes look at what it means for an older actor and a younger actor to be part of a repertory theater. I had heard that Sir Patrick had done the play in London and that he was still excited about doing it again, and I just thought, he's such a remarkable actor, and every time he always surprises me.
I didn't know the play. I fell in love with it at first reading. When we got into performance, I didn't want it to end. When the run was over, I was devastated, and I let it be known to Mr. Mamet that if ever there were an opportunity of doing it again, I was up for it. For me, it was unfinished business.
It feels amazing to be back in New York and to be back doing a play and to have it be on Broadway. It's one of those plays that has been on my shelf for decades, and you tick the ones that you really someday want to do. That mentor relationship is so powerful and so strong, and it's that whole process of learning, but also there's also that process which people really don't talk about, or I didn't hear ever when I was going through it, especially when I was younger, where you have to kind of spread your own wings, where you have to, as a teacher of mine put it once, you have to kill your mentor, and it's painful and it's ugly and horrible, and you have to, like a child, growing up and leaving the nest. It's a painful experience, but it's a necessary part of your development.
I will, in my heart and head, dedicate this performance of mine to 3 actors who permitted me to share a dressing room with them at different times when I was 19, fresh out of drama school, a real greenhorn. Victor Lucas, Philip Stone, and George Waring, all leading actors in fortnightly reps. So we did a different play every 2 weeks. And these were not just potboilers. This was Ibsen. We did Death of a Salesman. I sat next to the actor playing Willie Loman, and I had just a few lines. I had a tiny role. They didn't know they were being mentors. They didn't know they were teaching, but I paid attention. I listened to them. I watched them. They made me laugh. They told anecdotes. They excited me. They terrified me sometimes. I remember one of the actors used to come off stage and he would say in the dressing room, "I had him there, kid. I had him right there, kid." Know what I mean? And I didn't know what he meant.
You always look for an exciting collaboration, and when you have 3 people like T.R. Knight, Patrick Stewart, and David Mamet to work with, it's just I sit back and just enjoy the ride.